and welcome to another episode of Sugar Hero. And this time we're kind of doing something very holiday-ish. 4th of July! And because I don't know much about 4th of July, we're just gonna make it up as we go along. So let's go! You know what, it's ridiculously hot today? Like so hot. So we're gonna try to do this before we melt. So, let me see. You know, every time I do a cake and I'm not sure what to do, I always do Deadpool. I don't know, I love Deadpool, man. And what says 4th of July more than Deadpool? And a big barrel filled with firecrackers. Firecrackers. This is like super rough, so none of you judge me because let's see you make a cake. That's the fireworks sounds. So let's do that. So we're going to start with the figure because that might take a while. So we're going to do Deadpool. And first thing you always need is a reference. Make sure it's on your phone, so every now and then you have to stop and redo it. I like to build on a foam block. Some people just like to build right on the board. I think it's easier because then it has a lollipop stick and you just go boop, right in the cake. That's the sound it makes. We also have our fondant. I'm using red. I'm using Fondant's red. But you know, it's almost too aggressively red for me, so I'm gonna actually add some black to it. It's not Deadpool without the mask part, so let's roll out some black. And this is our head. And some water. Just want to flatten that down. Okay, so now we're doing firecrackers because I can't put real firecrackers on the cake. Apparently it's against the health code. We love you. Alright, so we're gonna do this. So what I did was I just took some fondant, I stiffed it with the Tylos, and I used this kind of paddle. This is a fondant smoother. You can get them for like $3 at like Michael's. And you just, you know, do this motion. Okay, so let's do it. So this is our fondant smoother. I'm just gonna do this. And this just helps you get like even, because if you try to do it with your hands, you would have this is thick, this is thin, this is thick, this is thin. And that's obnoxious. And I did let this dry a little bit, just so you would have a cleaner cut. I'm gonna grab the second fondant smoother. Awesome. These are the dynamites. These little wick thingies at the end are actually stamens from flowers. When you make sugar flowers, there's like this little bit that goes on the inside. I'm just gonna cut one in half. Stick it right in. Now these aren't edible, so you're gonna have to take them out if someone's eating them, but that's fine. Okay, so now let's move on to the cake building part of the cake actually. And since it's for 4th of July, we're doing like a sunsetty type deal with like the sprinkles in it. I don't get much joy from seeing like sprinkles in my cake, but everyone else does. So. And these are 6-inch rounds because we're going to be carving them down a bit to about like 4 inches. You guys keeping tally of how many gloves we're using? Probably into the thousands. Now we're going to cut the tops off of it. Now we cut the tops off because we want it to be nice and flat. If you've watched Cake Basics, then you know exactly why we do and whatnot. So now I'm just finishing off the buttercream on the cake. And if you want to know more about buttercream, I would watch our how to buttercream a cake video on here. I'll put a link to it. This is kind of a weird shape because it's like a barrel, so it's like whoosh. So it's smaller at the top and then it's just bigger on the sides. And you always want to smooth towards you. You're going to be tempted to just do like a big line like, but that's not how that works. Now I have this, which is like, it's a texture pad, it's just plastic. You can get these pretty much at any craft store. I like to do it by hand though. So, but whatever your preference. So now we have to actually cover the cake. We have our fondant rolled out. We let that stiffen for a little bit, and now we're gonna actually roll it around the cake. Let's go. Well, thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Cake Walk. I'm Aunt Roman. See you guys next week. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Comment and subscribe what future episodes of Cake Walks you'd like.